Good morning, loves. This is Becca, and we're here with Sweet Starts, free writing and guided meditation for Monday mornings. And we're going to spend 20 to 30 minutes, I'm aiming for 20, doing a guided meditation and some tarot card inspired free writing. And then we'll move on with our days. So if you want to make sure you have a notebook and a pen, you might want to pause the recording right now to get that, and then settle in for a short guided meditation. Go ahead and close your eyes. Just taking a few deep belly breaths. Letting your body settle in. Seeing if there's any adjustments that you can make to be 1 or 2 or even 5 degrees more comfortable. And imagine that any thoughts or energies or to-do lists that you might be carrying with you just sliding off of your skin like leaves on an autumn tree. It's dropping to the ground, inviting you into presence. I'm going to invite you to tune in to what feels like your center today. Whatever part of your body that is. Bring your awareness to that part, and then maybe even put one or both hands into that space that feels like your center. And just offer your breath to that space. On the inhale, notice how it expands. Exhale, release and contract. I'm just going to sit here for about a minute, breathing into the center. If your mind wanders, as minds do, just gently invite it back to noticing your center. And then beginning with your mind's eye still in that center point. See if anything wants to come forward as far as a color or shape or an object. Something that represents the sensation of that center. And as you breathe, imagine that image, again expanding and contracting with the breath. And also sending out ripples of energy in every direction throughout your body. With the energy of that centered place is reaching through your arms to your fingertips, up your spine and your face up to the crown of your head. And down through your pelvis, your legs, out to the tips of your toes. Just a couple more breaths to be with that sensation. And then maybe a final audible sigh and a stretch. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, come back to this moment. Welcome back. So I pulled a tarot card for us today, and it's this Wheel of Fortune from the Gentle Tarot by Mary in the Sky. I'll put a link in the comments. I use her deck a lot. I love her work. And I'm not going to say much about the Wheel of Fortune. I'll write a little blog post about it, and it'll be in next week's blog. But there's definitely the energy of a turning wheel and the knowledge that sometimes that wheel, we're on the top of the wheel. Things are great, we're high, it's awesome. And sometimes we're at the bottom of the wheel where things feel low. But no matter what, that wheel keeps turning. And the closer we can stay to the center, the more we can weather those ups and downs. So that was part of the invitation with the guided meditation. For now, we're just going to write from some prompts inspired by that card. And I'm going to set a timer. And if you haven't listened to the tips for writing from prompts video, you might want to do that. Regardless, I'm going to set a timer for a minute. And the invitation is just to write the first thing that comes to your mind. No judgment, no hesitation, no editorial voice. And we'll just see what comes out. So the first prompt is, may I receive? May I receive? We're going to write for 1 minute. Ready, set, go. And if you want to wrap up your thoughts. All right, the next prompt is, may I offer? May I offer? Ready, set, go. And if you want to finish up your thoughts. All right. The next prompt we're going to write for 2 minutes. And the prompt is, what's good right now? So the idea is to write for 2 minutes about using all of your senses about what is good right now in this moment. Ready, set, go. And if you want to wrap up your thoughts. All right. For our final prompt, we're going to write for 5 minutes. And that'll give you time to sink a little more deeply into it, into the writing. And the prompt is to write about a time that your life took a totally unexpected path. You could start with the phrase, my life took an unexpected turn when. My life took an unexpected turn when. Ready, set, go. If you want to wrap up your thoughts, finish your sentence, or pause this video and write for as long as you want. That's the beauty of the recorded writing session. If you've gotten what you want out of this session this morning, wish you a beautiful day. If you want to stay, I'm going to share my writing, and I will invite you to share yours. I'll share mine first, and then I'll say a word about inviting you to share yours. Just share it all. May I receive love, flowers, time for adventure, friends and good food and enough money to send me on adventures to allow me to quit my bakery job and be safe and secure and comfortable when I'm old. May I receive the best kind of surprises. May I offer my attention, my presence, my love, my regulated nervous system. May I offer connection with wildness and may I offer connection with wildness and your inherent beauty. May I offer delicious food and healing medicine and permission to be your authentic self. What's good right now? The creek running behind me, the cool air on my face, the green explosion all around, this great cedar as my backrest, an afternoon of slow time, creative time, connection time. My terracotta hemp pants and the sweater I thought I lost but found in the laundry. A body that can sit on the earth and squat and eat wild greens. The miner's lettuce and the nettles and the chickweed and the cleavers are so good right now. My life took an unexpected turn when I went to Katie and Cameron's wedding in New Mexico, right after graduating from grad school in Missoula. At that point, I hoped to live in Montana for the rest of my life, but lying in a row of hammocks beside friends whom I realized were my soul family, something shifted. I didn't know what that something was until a few months later, Carly told me they were all moving to Portland. Portland, a city. I hoped never to live in a city again after leaving my childhood home, but my heart leapt out of me from where it was in the northern Rockies to a living room filled with these beloveds who felt like home to me. And that's all I got. So now I invite you to pause and read what you just wrote aloud. And I think that there just can be such great power in witnessing ourselves. Really good practice for what it means to show up for ourselves, and also to glean the inner workings of our psyche, because sometimes things come out in free writing that we don't have access to through our normal day-to-day process. So go ahead and pause, and then you can come back if you want, just for a closing moment of meditation. Welcome back. If you did indeed pause, I'm just going to invite you once again to close your eyes. Put your hands back on a part that feels like a center. Maybe it's a different part than you had earlier. The part that offers you a sense of connection to your core. Again, allow any image that wants to present itself as a offering, perhaps a safe refuge, to reveal itself. I invite you to allow that image, that part of you, to be there throughout your day. And if things come up today that feel challenging and, maybe throw you off of that center spot, I invite you to relocate this image, this sensation that you're experiencing right now. A couple more breaths. All right, beautifuls. Have a lovely day, and hope to see you next week. Mwah.